before this fucking surgery's about to start. Rock hard. Like, I jumped. I did everything right, but gravity just pulled me straight down. Like,
I swear we weren't saying slurs.
oh my god. Jesus Christ. How I broke my collarbone, I was car surfing.
Leeches to cure bad blood. Like,
Yeah.
we are no better than that,
Dude.
bro. And so they went in, fucking carved all that shit out, rerouted one of my tendons. I woke up with a button on the bottom of my foot, bro.
Put my finger in it, and it would just keep going.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the DeadMen Radio podcast.
Y'all.
I am Jacob.
I am AJ.
And we're back yet again for another week.
Stoned as ever.
Yes, more stoned than usual today because
Yeah.
I haven't smoked all day, so.
Yeah.
But it's a very dreary, cold Monday, this Monday, like it has been for the last few Mondays. But this Monday,
Throw it. Over there.
this Monday more so than others, as you can see, it's going great on the no vaping,
Yeah.
going wonderful.
It actually really is, though.
yeah,
Like,
we're making huge progress. I have gone more days consecutively without it in the last 2 weeks than I have with it.
I've gone a week without it.
Yeah, I went
So-
like 5 days without it, and then I found one in my car. I can't even lie to you guys. Can't even lie to you folks.
Yeah.
Found
and
one in my car.
And I hit it because I'm here. So.
Yeah, we
But-
can't lie to you people.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
it's just how it is. We're really trying this no vaping thing, and it's a struggle. I can't even lie. Can't even lie to you.
It's a big struggle. If you've ever been a cigarette smoker and you
Mhm.
quit smoking cigarettes, which I have been, and did, it is harder to quit vaping than it is smoking cigarettes.
Because you can vape anywhere,
yeah,
so you get
it's-
into the habit of vaping everywhere.
You can vape anywhere. You don't have to step outside somewhere to go smoke. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, I smoke in my house. That's gross. If you
Yeah,
smoke
that's-
cigarettes in your house, that's fucking gross."
It's crazy.
Just like out and about ski, like if you're like by a window and you just like you have a smoking spot by a window, because my dad used to do that. Like I
Yeah,
get that.
makes
Like I can
sense.
understand. Like you fucking sit there, you open the window.
It is
that's-
like smoking weed out a window, though.
Yeah.
It really doesn't help too
Ye-
much.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't help too much, but it's also like it's a designated. But like out and about, like walking through your whole house, fucking
Oh, yeah, that's
smoking
crazy.
cigarettes and shit. That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's gross. That's gross. But like, yeah, that's just gross.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it's like, but I can definitely say that quitting vaping is so much harder,
Dude,
than
it's been fucking terrible. I
quitting
will say this:
cigarettes.
whenever I'm like doing stuff and like working or out and about, it's way easier to
Yeah.
not do it than it was. Now that I've made the decision that I want to quit, but when I'm just sitting there playing games or watching TV or
Yeah.
whatever, eating dinner or whatever, it's like it calls to me like the Green Goblin mask. Bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
when you're
it's
just, when you're
terrible.
just chilling, it's when you want it the most. But like when you're out doing stuff and whatever, like, dude, and it's like, bro, quitting during the winter is the worst.
yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, cause then you can't really go out and do anything.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Can't fill your
And it's
time with
like-
other stuff.
And like, I would love to be on my fucking bike. I'm still letting my ankle go more though.
I
let
mean,
it
it's
heal more.
also 2.5 feet of snow outside.
Oh yeah, I would go to race though, obviously.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm still letting my ankle heal more.
That
It's
has
sti-
been the most consistent part of this podcast.
Yeah,
Literally
dude,
since
like,
a
and
week before
and
we
it
started.
it still will get sore.
That's,
Like by the end of the week after work.
you know, you probably got permanent damage in there from that.
100%.
You're
Would-
probably gonna have to wear like an ankle brace when you ride for the rest of your life,
100%.
Yep.
100%.
and then you're just gonna have to deal with the pain.
100%. And that
Yep.
is gonna be what it is. Like
That sucks.
it is unfortunate though that it is my predominant foot. That is
Yeah, but it's
unfortunate.
also honestly, it probably would have been better if you just broke it. It would have healed quicker.
factual. I said that. Like
yeah.
I even was telling
You probably are worse off. You probably have a worse injury, like in long term, versus in the moment? Because I bet in the moment it hurt pretty fucking bad, but not as bad as I bet your collarbone hurt. Like an actual bone breaking.
No, it hurt worse because
Really?
my collarbone hurt so bad I didn't feel it.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
That's
like
you were in shock.
Yeah, I was in complete shock. But with this, I was in shock and
What
had
about when you broke your
adrenaline.
wrist? What about like compared to an actual
No,
broken bone?
like I said when it happened, bro, I still stand on it.
Really?
That was the most pain. My ankle was the most painful injury I've ever had.
Even like in the moment,
Dude, ever.
Fair enough.
Ever
fair
in
enough.
the moment in I won't say in the process of healing. In the process of healing, my collarbone was the worst.
Fair enough. That makes sense though.
But
'cause
that was a
surgery.
surgical operation.
And
yeah,
they
they removed my collarbone
was-
and put in a prosthetic one with
your body was
rails.
forming to the prosthetic.
Yeah, so it's like that's a whole different thing than like it breaking and healing. Like
Yeah.
I can say that it was worse than my wrist.
Fair enough.
Worse than my wrist in the healing process. But to be fair, I had a cast on my wrist, so I really wasn't able to move it. I didn't go to the doctor for my ankle.
Well,
It happened.
you had
it happened
insurance
to me.
when back then.
It happened to me. My ankle had the worst part. I would say about the ankle
Mhm.
is that because it happened on Labor Day, September 1st. So we had off work,
Mhm.
so it was an off day of work,
Yep.
and I did it at probably like 4:00, 5:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's when it happened. So there was already a couple hours left in the day before it was time to get ready to go to bed for the next day of work.
Yeah.
Then I had to deal with that for the rest of that day, and then I had to wake up and go to work.
At least your shit's not swollen no more.
Facts. It is not swollen anymore. I can say like the top area along like down the leg and along the top of the
Mhm.
foot on the outer side,
Mm-hmm.
that area has a bit of swollenness to it still, just a tiny bit, but that's just because it's literally still healing. Like you remember when I told you
Yeah.
like the cartilage there was completely like I could put my finger in it and it would just keep going. Like there was no resistance to my finger
Nice.
being pushed right there.
Nice.
So it's still healing,
Fair enough.
but it's doing good. But like I would say where the most pain is though, still when it gets sore is the inside of my foot under the which is interesting because
on the
it's
like on the bottom in your arch.
no, like underneath the inside. Yeah, a little bit.
Like
but
like if this is the bottom of your foot, does it like hurt
no,
like right
it's
there?
not right there. It's
Okay.
not like it's
Because
it-
that's
it's
a
under-
specific thing.
It's on the inside ankle, right underneath it. That tendon that goes along the inside of the ankle, it makes the hard 90-degree above the ankle and whatever. That's the one that really, really gets it. Because I don't really understand how, to be honest, because I bent my ankle the other way, but I don't really know. Well, I mean, I don't know. But
Bodies they do weird things.
yeah, I don't
under
really know
extreme
why that
pressure.
happened, but man, I could say that was definitely like the most painful. I've been through some crazy injuries besides the collarbone, besides my wrist. Like I've been through some crazy ass injuries. That one, man, that was excruciating. Like that, but I really think it's just because it didn't push to the full extent, dude. Like it
'Cause it
went
didn't
as
break,
far
yeah.
as it could before breaking. And so it just pulled everything around my foot and all that shit. Like, dude, that shit was so bad, bro. I'm thinking about it, and it's just making me tense up, dude. It was so
Nice.
bad. I'm still fucking like congested. This shit is ridiculous, but it's how it goes in the winter. It's not even that.
It's the new sickness.
It's not even that, bro. Like literally, it's been like this since I was a kid. But once I get sick, the congestion lasts all winter. Like it just lasts until it's gone.
Fair
It
enough.
Fucking sucks, dude. I'm just glad that I'm not like allergic to pollen and shit.
Yeah. That would suck.
Because, bro, if I was
honestly.
allergic to pollen doing this and then going straight into fucking spring, bro, oh my God, I wouldn't want to exist.
You just
dude.
have to have
Like,
that. You'd have to have that Flonase on deck, bro.
bro.
Just
Bro,
ready
at
to
that
go.
level, I just don't think it would work, bro. Like,
Fair enough. I mean, I don't
because
know.
from what I hear with people who have like the serious pollen allergies,
Mhm.
ain't nothing fucking.
Well,
works.
they have those shots those shots work. They're literal
Yeah.
nerve blockers
Yeah,
that
that's
block
fact.
the chemicals.
That's facts. That's facts.
like but you have to like re-up them. It's like once every 3 months or something like that.
Re-up
You
on
have
the
to.
needs.
Yeah, literally. You just go in and they
Uh,
shoot your ass back up with it, and
Oh,
then you're
yeah.
good for another
good to fucking-
season.
Good to fucking go. Good to go.
Literally, it's like
crazy.
fucking
Bro, the shit they can do to just like make stuff not happen.
literally, bro.
To your body is
Literally,
crazy. It's
drugs are
crazy.
wild.
Drugs are a wild
They're,
thing.
fuck. I'm trying to remember the name of the one. It's like a pain med, gabapentin. They can fucking shoot gabapentin right into your fucking whatever, and it just literally stops hurting.
Yeah.
Like literally, NFL players, they'll like blow their knee out or rip their elbow out of fucking like the muscles off their elbow in the middle of a game. Halftime, they'll go in. The doc will shoot them up wherever it hurts with gabapentin. It's literally good to go.
Yeah.
It's literally like the greatest painkiller ever.
like that shit is insane, and then they're
Mhm.
unstoppable.
It
on
might
the
not be
field.
gabapentin. Don't quote me on that, but I think
I don't
that's
know.
the one.
I've heard that quite a few times, but
There-
I don't know
it's-
where,
it's-
though, so.
Fuck, I don't remember the name. I don't think it's gabapentin. They offered it to me in my ankle a couple times because I have ankle problems as well, but those are long term, have been since I was like 7. So
Yeah, he's always had ankle problems.
I broke my ankle when I was like 7 or 8 years old and didn't go to the doctor for 3 months because my parents were too busy doing other things and played sports, soccer, football, all that shit on a broken ankle for fucking 3 months, 6 months, whatever it was.
Well,
And then come to find out I need a surgery on my ankle. And then
yeah.
I had a bone removed because apparently I was born with an extra bone. It's called a tarsal coalition. It's where
Tarsal coalition.
the fuck, I don't know how. Like if this is the best way to do it. So your ankle's here, the bone that's right here
yeah.
in between the pivot point, like the one that allows it to pivot.
Yeah.
It was like filled in instead of being open, so I had basically limited movement like
Okay.
that, and that's why my ankle broke.
Oh,
Is
shit.
because it went past the
That one, yeah.
the limit, and so they went in, fucking carved all that shit out, rerouted one of my
Ugh.
tendons. I woke up with a button on the bottom of my foot, bro. That had a string attached to the button, and the string was attached to my muscle, holding it in place.
Oh my fucking god, that's the nastiest shit, bro. That's some Iron Man
Yeah,
shit.
it was
The
crazy.
first Iron Man when he's going in there with the fucking
Literally,
stick.
bro. I remember I got the bandages off, and I remember looking at the bottom of my foot and like moving the button, and I could feel inside of my ankle moving. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was one of the crazier
Oh my
fucking.
god, bro.
Oh,
you know what I
that shit sucked.
You know what I think of a lot, and it's fucking insane because like, so you know the lump
Mhm.
on my knee. I'll show you guys on camera. You guys who are listening obviously won't be able to see it. So it's not as bad as it used to be, but I don't know if you guys can see.
It's probably hard to see on
Yeah,
camera.
that lump right here. It's a bone growth, right? It's super sharp, pointy bone growth. It used to be real big and fat for a really long time. I've had it since I was like 5 or 6, right?
Mhm.
Now, I don't remember it happening when it happened. I just remember gaining the consciousness of it happening.
Mhm.
Like I remember vividly like I don't know. I just like
Woke
somehow,
up with it.
Yeah, no, I just woke up with the consciousness of how I got it and like
Fair enough.
where it came from and blah 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 blah. Like so when I was younger, I had like a babysitter.
Mhm.
And it was on I was on like a bunk bed,
Mhm.
whatever, just chilling. And it was the same place where I got the moon scar on my forehead.
Mhm.
I got hurt at this place a lot, which like foreshadowing crazy work. But like I got hurt at this place so much. Well, no, for what I can think of is 2 times, but both times were pretty fucking bad.
I mean, 2 permanent
Yeah.
lasting injuries. I'd say that's pretty bad.
Yeah, like so like the
And you probably weren't there for relatively that long, so I'd say that's pretty
yeah,
bad.
facts. Yeah, that's definitely true. So But anyway, I'll continue this and just move on to the other one then. But I like jumped off the bunk bed and like my fucking knee like buckled on itself basically,
Yep.
and I fucking like broke my knee.
Damn.
And that's just basically what happened. I just broke my knee. Like I don't
Fair
know exactly like obviously what happened, like what exactly happened.
Them young bones were obviously not bendy enough.
No, but like I just jumped, I landed, my one leg like went out, my other leg went back, and it just broke. Like, and whatever. And I remember like going to the doctor and getting a cast and blah blah blah. And then I don't remember anything after that. I don't remember much before that either. I remember
They
like
probably gave you some crazy.
No,
drugs.
I remember like child memory type shit.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
I remember a couple core memories prior
I mean, that's
to
a
that.
pretty core memory.
Yeah, I remember a couple core memories prior to that and a couple core memories after, up until I was like maybe like 8 or 9, and that's when I like really gained consciousness.
Yep.
Like I started to remember
Same.
like day-to-day basis
Same.
stuff. Like
9, 10 is really when like I was like, oh shit, there's shit going on around
like
here.
like not like in that sense, but like in like thinking back like day-to-day stuff.
Oh, I can't
re-
remember day to day shit.
I mean, I really can't either, but it's like
I can remember big
I'm
picture
I'm
stuff.
thinking back to existing at that age.
I can remember
like-
the day that I started making memories again, because like I have like the same thing,
Yeah,
a handful
like,
of
I
core
don't-
memories
yeah.
from like 0 till my 10th birthday when I got my ripstick. I got a ripstick on my 10th birthday, and that's when like my brain stopped blacking out my memories.
Yeah, like I don't like the that's a good like there's
Yeah.
like a specific thing that kind of like made
It was like,
memories
okay, yeah,
start
you're
sticking.
good. You're good now. You can have
Yeah.
memories back.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. But like this one, like I don't remember after. I don't really remember
Mhm.
before. Like whatever. But like I specifically remember all this shit happening, going to get a cast for my leg, blah 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 whatever,
Mhm.
and then just having this fucking lump on my leg, and then one day just getting like super duper curious about said lump on my leg.
Fair enough. I
And-
would too.
And yeah, we go to the doctor, and it's just like, yeah, you know, it's a bone growth. You don't gotta really worry about it. Blah blah blah. Blah. If it gives you pain, let us know. We could do a surgery, but you'll be off your leg for like 8 months.
Damn.
So it's like,
Damn.
well, you'll be like off your leg for like 4 months, and then in recovery for like another 4
That's
months.
still crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wild because they have to go like,
Into your knee.
yeah, because it's a long bone growth. It's
Mhm.
it's like. It looks like a fucking piece of kryptonite almost.
Ooh.
Like it's just a long fucking. And the only time it ever gives me pain is when my leg does that overlap shit.
Mhm.
It,
That's
like,
because it's
yeah,
it's so
my
long.
nerves in the back of my leg or like my tendons or whatever the fuck, they'll like if I extend my leg quickly. So like if I go from like say I went from a squat and like jumped, for example, or like the biggest example for me is like pushing off the bottom of the ground when you're underwater. Because
Ooh.
I fucking love being in the water. That's like some shit. And that like severely decreases everything. Like I have to push off of one leg in the water. When I don't, it like those tendons like overlap and then they just like lock and like they like go like this and then they overlap and just like pull once they overlap. And it's just like it shortens the length of how much length I actually have.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh shit. And it's just like completely debilitizes me or whatever the fuck the word is.
Ugh.
Like I literally just can't move.
Immobile.
It immobilizes me. That's what it is. Debilitize was the word I was looking for.
I think immobilized is the
Yeah,
word.
I think immobilize is the actual
but
word.
it makes you debilitated.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
English.
But yeah, it fucking I have to like stop, pull my leg all the way back up, and then slowly let it go, and then it like unlocks.
Yeah.
And that shit is so fucking painful. It's like it's like the most painful random thing that happens to me. Everybody's got a random thing that happens to them. That's my random thing, and that shit hurts.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair
You
enough.
know what I mean?
Mine is my fucking elbow. My elbow basically will do the fucking same thing where like it's because of what I do at work and the way I run my machine. I'm basically standing like this
Yep.
all day. So like at certain points I'll go to move my elbow and I'll literally get caught on my fucking bone right here.
Yep.
And I gotta fucking pop it out.
Oh,
Dude, that
yeah.
shit hurts so bad.
Oh.
That shit hurts so bad.
Ooh.
It's like a solid, and I can just feel the bones slide past each other. It's wonderful.
Oh, I bet it feels great.
Oh,
when
it
happens.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it feels so good. Because like
The-
I'll get it and I'll just be like, okay, ready, bam, and I'm just
the other like core memory specific to injury, which most of my like main core memories are injuries.
fair.
Because
It
I
makes,
got
I mean
hurt
that
so
makes
fucking
sense.
much as a child.
That's
like,
honestly same.
yeah. Like,
I can remember a lot of the pain.
yeah, like dude, like my fucking like hitting my head on the fence at the bottom of Todd Field, and then fucking the what I'm about to talk about right now, which was at the same place that shit with my leg happened at.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Razor scooter. I have a moon scar on my forehead, so like a little one, right? And I was on a Razor scooter, and for some reason there was a full blown jump set up.
Nice,
I hit that bitch.
of course.
And this scooter, I vividly remember, no grips. It had no grips on it, and it was just like
Dude,
a
even as a kid, I was always scared of that shit, bro.
like,
Whenever
yeah,
I
because it
feel,
was slippery. Like it
Oh,
was
bro.
slippery. Like
and you could just feel the burrs on the side of the bar before I knew what a burr was.
yeah, like,
like-
they were just sharp on the edges. Blah 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 blah. Well, I fucking hit the jump, fell off the scooter, and then the fucking scooter literally just stamped me. In
Dude,
my
you're lucky that
fucking
shit didn't go
forehead.
through your skull, bro.
I know. And then when I hit my head on so there is a shit, I can't really
It's a
say it.
baseball field.
Yeah, there's a baseball field by us.
You already
Um,
said the name of it, so
Oh well, there's a baseball field by us, and there's like a sledding hill
Mhm.
by it, like a big one.
Mhm.
And when we were younger, there was a metal fence that went around the baseball field.
so many lost teeth and broken arms were caused because
That's
of
what
that
I'm
fence.
saying.
That's why they
And
removed that
People
fence.
are coming in like pretty quick down this
Yep.
hill. And
like it
they're-
was just a random fence at the bottom of this big ass hill
yeah.
that was like 20 feet back from the pathway, specifically there to
Yeah.
stop people from sledding.
Yeah, and it's
And it
like-
didn't work.
Yeah, that and it's also like usually, if you're casually sledding, you're not hitting it.
Yeah.
But if you're like one of those people who's
If you're going for
if you're
it,
trying to intentionally get speed,
you're
or you're
gonna
trying to
hit it.
hit jumps and shit,
You're
like
gonna
people
hit
make
it.
jumps at the bottom of the hill, fun kids,
Yeah,
like
having a good time.
fun, like, but my dad, he put some people know, some people don't. You put either laundry detergent or dish soap on the bottom of your sled. You go real fast.
facts.
You go real fast, and we did that. And there was like a fuckload of snow. So like we thought like get down to the bottom, the snow's gonna stop it. Like it did before. Like we were hitting the snow and just like straight.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
bogging
it's
down,
literally
like-
like a break.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly.
It's like a sand break.
I went down this hill with a running start. Running start jumped on it
Nice.
head first.
That's obviously how you got to
Head
it.
first. And I go down and I hit the snowbank that's supposed to start slowing me down. And I kind of just like skip up on top of it and just keep going. And I went straight into the fence post. Like the metal posts that were in between like the actual fencing. And I cracked the back of my head open.
Nice.
Went to the doctor, and they stapled it. Stapled my
Same.
fucking. They stapled my fucking
Same.
head shut. Dude, the thinking about that as
Dude,
like,
if you really put it in perspective, medicine is still brutal as fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever seen
I've
how they
I've
replace
seen
hips,
how
bro?
they replace it.
Like,
Dunk, 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 dunk,
yeah,
dunk, dude,
yeah. Like
holy
we are
shit.
still we are no better than the 1600s when they were chopping people's legs off for a fucking syphilis.
Yeah, bro,
or
like-
fucking leeches to cure bad blood. Like
Yeah.
we are no better than that,
Dude,
bro.
like it is insane, bro. Staples in my head, and I was probably, I don't know, it was around the same age,
Dude,
like
on
five,
the
six,
the
seven,
remembering
like-
the aftermath of the injury, same fucking thing. I cracked my fucking skull open at daycare when I was probably like 4 or 5. I was sitting on. They had these like chairs made out of logs, like
Yeah.
cut down stumps and shit.
Yeah.
So I was sitting on one of the stumps, and for some reason, my fucking retarded ass just fell backwards, as if I just leaned backwards on, like, because
felt like it was a chair.
Literally, like my stupid ass child brain thought I was in a chair, not a log. So I just leaned backwards and fell off this fucking log. Put the corner of the bookshelf straight to the back of my fucking skull. Split that shit clean open.
God
and
damn.
I remember they called my mom. And the only part of this that I actually remember very vividly is being in the, like, they called my mom, and I remember hearing them, "Do you want an ambulance?" "No?" "Okay." And then the next thing I remember is being in the back of my mom's car with a fucking rag holding it on the back of my head, like,
oh yeah,
man, this sucks.
yeah,
And
fucking ambulance.
she's yelling at me, "Don't get fucking blood on my seats."
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't even know what's happening right now, mother. What the fuck?
yeah.
And we go to the hospital, and they couldn't do it at that hospital, so they had to send us 40 minutes up the road to another hospital.
Yep. How it usually goes.
And then the fucking staple that shit closed.
Stapled it shut, threw a little bit of glue in it, called it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy. It's fucking insane, dude. Like, it's wild.
Dude,
It's wild.
like, surgery is still, like, ankle replacements, bro. They literally just take a big-ass drill bit, drill out the center of your femur, or not femur, whatever, your shin bone,
Yeah.
and then take a big-ass screw and just screw in a fucking socket to the bottom of your leg to put a new ankle bone in there.
Crazy.
Like, bro, surgeries, like, actual surgeries are fucking wild.
Gruesome and
They're
crazy.
gruesome and barbaric and nasty,
When
bro.
I broke my collarbone, dude, when I broke my collarbone, I had to ride to the hospital in a lifted Jeep with bone suspension.
Hell yeah.
Down the street that we had to drive down. I'm not
Hell
gonna say the
yeah.
street name, but goddamn.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that shit. Because I came to the realization of the pain.
Probably about 30 minutes after.
No, it was in the car. Because it was like, it happened. It happened. I fell off the car. I landed on my fucking, like, head and shoulder.
Mhm.
And I got up, was just dizzy as fuck, was just discombobulated, stood up and started walking. And I felt my shoulder, and I was like, oh, shit.
That's not supposed to be like that.
Well, I felt it, and I thought it was just dislocated.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I did, like, what you're supposed to do when it's dislocated.
You probably made it so much
I
worse
did.
doing
I
that.
did. That's what the doctor told me. So I literally, grabbed my shoulder, pulled it in as close as I could, and just hiked it up.
Fuck.
And when I did that is when it, like, pushed through. It, like, my bone literally never came out of my skin until, like, the morning I woke up to listen. Okay, let me explain the whole shit, because this shit is crazy. This is, like, on the lines of, like, holy shit, medical care medical care here is crazy. Medical care here where we are at in America.
Yeah, we don't
is
live
crazy.
I mean, you want to know what's even crazy? We have one of the world's best hospital
I
systems
know.
40 minutes up the road, bro.
I know, and it's crazy.
And they
because
own
it's-
all of the hospitals around us.
Yeah, and they're horrible.
And they're
They're
trash,
fucking
bro.
garbage. So fucking
Crazy work.
So how I broke my collarbone, I was car surfing. I was on top of a car surfing. That's that's what you do when you car surf.
Obviously.
And I was under the assumption that somebody else was driving because somebody else was driving. I found out they did a Chinese fire drill and swapped seats and started driving. Now the person who was driving the car didn't have a license. Well, was working on getting their license, but was a horrible driver and kind of just like stepped on it.
Who was it? I'll bleep the name.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that's who was
Oh my
driving.
God, yeah.
That's
No,
hilarious.
It was fucking its car driving, and then they
That's
switched seats.
hilarious.
Yeah. Sorry for the name bleeps, guys.
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
beep, 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 beep,
but
beep.
yeah, but yeah, fucking.
I swear we weren't saying slurs.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, we weren't. But anyway, so yeah, steps on it, and I'm like, oh fuck, And I kind of just like immediately dropped down into a squat. Like I was already knees bent, all that shit, but I like immediately went down into a squat. And then I was like, oh fuck, he going quick. I start grabbing the side of the car and I'm like, oh fuck, he going quick. My assumption, 35, maybe 40 down a fucking side street, first of all, which is crazy as it is. But I was on top of the fucking car. And apparently he didn't know I was on top of the car. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. How do you not know
there's
someone on top of your car?
Exactly. I don't believe that, but yeah, so I fell off and I was like gripping on, I didn't fall off, I jumped off. I was like gripping onto the side of it and I was like, well fuck, I'm about to fall. And if you think about it, laying on the back of a fucking sedan,
smacking your face straight off the ground.
If you fall, you're just first thing that's hitting the ground is gonna be your face.
Oh,
it's not gonna be anything.
It's gonna be a broken face.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be broken orbital, broken jaw.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be bad.
It was gonna be reconstruction.
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna no longer look like yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was gonna be bad. So we're by the grass. So I tried to like jump over to the grass to at least just like hit a quick roll ski on some movie shit.
This is real life, sir.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know how that's some movie shit because it's like I jumped, I did everything right, but gravity just pulled me straight down. Like
yep.
I got no distance at all. Gravity pulled me straight fucking down. I only needed to make it like 3 feet over.
You made it 0 feet.
Gravity pulled me straight fucking down. Granted, I was like jumping off the fucking back of the bumper. But like, if I was on like maybe like the trunk or like the top of the car, it would have been fine. But I slipped so far back that I was like, fuck. Like, but yeah. So I jumped off. Gravity pulled me like straight down. My body like flipped over. And I
sideways scorpion.
I landed like on like my shoulder, my neck, and the side of my head, like just straight flat concrete. Just and
collarbone is the best case scenario there.
Collarbone was best case scenario. I'd fucked shit up in my neck and stuff, like, but all that stuff like healed. It was literally just like a fucking. Literally wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, you probably just
like,
pulled some muscles.
Yeah, exactly. We pulled some muscles. I like moved a vertebrae over that literally just like they just. Kind of popped over. I call it some slight
Fair
shit
enough.
because I don't want to speak too much on it. It's some scary shit. I could have broke my fucking neck. So it's like, fuck. But like,
hey, it happened.
Exactly. That was the scariest. Like, oh, like
no shit.
Yeah, definitely like one of the scariest things. But, yeah, when it happened, I stood up. I told you guys the whole dislocated thing. I thought it was dislocated. Pushed my arm and popped it up. Boom, whatever. It pulled forward. I walk up, everybody's standing there, and I'm like, yo, we need to go to the hospital. I broke my collarbone. I'm like holding my arm like that. I'm like holding it like this because when I was walking, I was bobbing, and that was hurting. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I was like, fuck, like the pressure of my toes hitting the ground hurts.
Yeah, that's how you know you're fucked.
And it hurts on upside. That's not good. Like, it hurts top shelf. That's not good, bro.
Top shelf.
And fucking whatever. So I walk up, and they think I'm joking because I'm like, we need to go to the hospital. My arm is broken. That's literally how I said it. Like, very calm, very collected, whatever. And they're like, you joking? I'm like, no, like, we need to go to the hospital right now. And I just do this. I hadn't seen it yet. I just go like this, and they're like, hey, I was going to say you're going to have to bleep the names. And somebody else looks at me. And they just wide eye, okay. And then we got in the Jeep, and we started driving. Wish we would have gotten the car that I was fucking surfing on, but they were down the street.
Yeah.
Quite far because they were on 40 fucking miles an hour. But yeah, so we got in the Jeep, started driving along one of the bumpiest main roads in the area.
Nice.
Yep, to one of the worst hospitals in the area because it's the closest one.
Yep.
And I was sitting in there, and I was just sitting there like, oh fuck, this hurts. Just bouncing up and fucking down because this fucking suspension is blown. I pulled down the fucking visor and I flipped the shit up.
Oh,
And I pulled my shirt over and I saw it.
that was a mistake.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it started hurting
Yup.
really fucking bad.
Yup.
And I was like, oh, shit. So then I go to the emergency room. I'm in there for a fucking fatty. I don't even know how long I was in there. I was in there for so long. But then they finally pull me in. Fucking whatever. They pull me in. They're like, okay, well, we don't have, like, a room for you. And we were like, we're going to have to send you to blank.
The 40 minutes up the road hospital.
40 minutes up the road hospital. And I was under 18, so it was the fucking pediatric one.
Mm-hmm.
And so they sent me up there, and I get in there, and they're doing all these fucking tests on me, giving me all this fucking shit. And I get there, dude, they had me, but before I left, so this was the only time I ever rode in an ambulance. It is because they already admitted me. They would not release me to get me driven there.
Yeah, that's how
so
it
I
usually
had
goes.
to take the ambulance. And I get there, and before I'm leaving, they're already doping me up. Like, they're giving me fucking everything.
They're probably giving you that fent, bro. That good shit.
They gave me that. They gave me fucking, what's the fucking other one?
Ketamine.
No. It starts with M and a T.
Morphine.
Yeah, they gave me hella morphine. That's what it was. I couldn't think
hella
of that.
morphine.
I forgot to say at the beginning of the episode, I am dealing with such a bad headache right now. But, yeah, they gave me hella morphine. Like, so fucking much. Like, I remember they came in, gave me a shot. Came in literally 15 minutes later because they had like a big ass digital clock up there. Because it was like I was right, the like area that I was in was like
cortisol. That's the name of the fucking drug from earlier. I just remembered it.
Cortisol,
Sorry, that popped
good.
into my brain. Continue.
Yeah, but I was like by like the main room, so I could see like the main clock that they had. They had like a patient number and blah 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 blah. Like just in like the main room, I could see it. Literally 15 minutes later, they come in again. They go, "How you feeling?" I go, "Like this shit hurts," and they give me some more morphine because at the time I was still dealing with all my drug issues and stuff.
You
so
had
the tolerance was pretty high already, and so they come in 15 minutes later. How you feeling? And I'm like, "Oh, it still hurts." So they walk out and they come back like maybe 5 minutes later with all the stuff, whatever. They give me another shot, and leave. They come back. Maybe like a half hour later. How you feeling? And I'm like, it still hurts pretty freaking bad. They're like, okay, we're going to give you a double one this time. So they come in, give me a double dose. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling phenomenal. Right?
Hell yeah.
So then my stepmom comes in. First time I've seen her in like a very long time after running away from her house. And she's in there, blah, blah, blah. She's talking to me. And I was like, hey, is anybody still in the lobby? Because everybody that was there came with. I brought like way too many people in that fucking lobby, dude. Like way too many, like 10 people maybe.
Hell yeah.
And I brought way too many people in. More people were showing up too. Raven showed up. And a whole bunch of people showed up. And I was like, hey, is anybody still in the lobby? She tells me all the names of the people who are in the lobby. I was like, oh. That one has my vape. Can you go grab my vape from them? Please. Please. And she was like, no. And I was like, fuck. And I was so mad. So, like, listen. So then they start the transfer. And then this is when I get in the ambulance. They give me another shot of morphine before we start moving.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're going to start moving. Do you want another shot of morphine? And I was like, I like sat up a little bit and I was like, oh. Yeah, please. So they come and bring me another one, and I was like, all right, fuck yeah. So we're riding, bro, and I'm sitting back. Dude, we're coasting through this fucking hospital. We're bouncing, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm looking around, looking at people and shit. I'm like, this is so much fucking fun. And we get outside to, like, the loading bay. You know where it's at. We drive past it fucking every day. Fucking hop in that bitch. And they got it loaded up in the ambulance. Very rough experience being loaded into an ambulance.
I mean, it's probably not easy to load someone into an ambulance.
I've seen it happen multiple times.
Same.
But I was like, nah, maybe it's a little bit softer, like when you're on it. Fuck no. That shit is rougher than it looks. Like
that's saying something
rough.
because it looks rough.
It looks
yeah.
rough. So fucking, I'm getting loaded up in this motherfucker. This shit hurts so bad. We're getting in there, and then, at that point, I can't really remember much of the ride.
I mean,
I
makes
can't remember
sense.
much of the ride and like if anybody was with me or not. I can't really remember any of that. But then we get there.
You probably did because you were a minor.
Yeah, I
Someone
think so.
probably was with
I
you.
think I don't remember who was with me, but wait, whatever. And then I remember I told somebody to meet me up there.
Mhm.
I couldn't remember exactly who it was, but I'm pretty sure I specifically asked them to meet me up there because they had my vape. And I was
Nice.
like, "Yo, please just meet me up at the hospital." I was like, also they said that they were gonna no, somebody was with me in the ambulance. I cannot remember who though, but they said that they were leaving once they got there. They were like, "Okay, we're gonna check you. We're gonna check you in, fucking leave, whatever."
Fair
I was like,
enough.
"All right, whatever." But then so and so came, and they get there. And I remember took a video. I wish I had this video. Took a video of me.
I've seen the video. It's
Fucked
fucking
up.
hilarious, bro.
Fucked
Oh my god.
on that motherfucking hospital bed. And they had brought my vape. And I was so fucking happy. I'm sitting there. And I was having a conversation with myself, basically. I'm fucking having roundabout conversations. Like, start here. I say like 3 coherent words, mumble, and I'm on a whole different topic. And the shit was so fucking funny. And then that's the last thing I remember until I woke up. I woke up.
Makes sense.
Or no, that's not the last thing I remember. I remember falling asleep and then waking up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because we had gotten there at like 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember waking up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because one of the nurses woke me up to like fucking do some shit or whatever. Mind you, this whole time, collarbone's still broke. Like I said, I didn't say this, but it happened around the same time, honestly, like my fucking ankle did, like late afternoon, like 3 or 4 o'clock. And it's like 3 or 4 in the morning at this point.
Damn.
And they wake me up, whatever, give me some medication, and they move me into a room. I'm finally in a room now. Like I was just like being in like I was in like a holding room
Yep,
basically where
yep.
like they kind of just like hold you there, have you do your like
know
little
the
treatments
rooms,
and all that, whatever. And then they move you to like okay, this is where you're gonna be for the night. So they finally move me, and they tell me, okay, at 11 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna have your surgery. And I was like, 11 o'clock. 11. I was high as fuck, but I knew that shit sounded crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
11 o'clock in the morning, bro. This shit happened late after, like 3 or 4
that's
o'clock.
like
It's
over
already
24
it's
hours.
already been 12 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
And yeah, so boom, I wake up. They wake me up at like 10 o'clock or like 9:45 or something like that. I wake up, dazed and confused as a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
high as fuck still. Like, collarbone hurts like a fuck. They got me in like a fucked up brace to like hold my arm like up like this.
Yeah.
I was laying down, but my arm was held like this to like hold my because I had a kickstand fracture
Oof.
where it breaks up by your sternum. It breaks. It just separates. And then up by your shoulder, it separates as well, but it breaks downwards, and it kickstands like a kickstand. It goes down, and that piece like floated down up by my nipple, and then dig in there and get that bitch out.
Ugh.
Gross.
Not the nipple, bro.
Yeah, but fucking yeah. I woke up and they fucking do that, whatever. Now this is some funny shit. This is some funny shit. So they wake me up, and I'm like just like in and out of sleep for like a fatty until a lady comes in and she's like, okay, so you need to put this on, take all your clothes off, blah blah blah, whatever. And she specifically said, she's like, you need to take all your clothes off because they're gonna do the sanitization shit. They're gonna like wipe you down with all this fucking shit and whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. So I do that. And then I'm in the fucking bed, whatever, buck ass naked, but I'm in this gown, right? And they do this, and I fall back asleep because they drug me back up, and they put me in like the
Fair enough.
surgery
Yep.
waiting room,
Yep.
waiting for surgery. And then I wake up like 15 minutes before this fucking surgery's about to start. Rock hard, dude. Like hard as a fucking rock, dude. Like, brick the fuck up, dude.
That's not where I was expecting
I
this
know,
to go.
I know. I wasn't either. I wasn't either. I can promise you that. I wasn't either. I had morning wood in the surgery room.
Nice.
And yeah, no underwear on either. So there was
Nice.
no resistance to said morning wood. I'm just straight up in this gown, bro. Oh my fucking god. And dude, that shit, I had
That's
like
fucking
four
hilarious.
people came over to start wheeling me in. They started wheeling me into the surgery room. And and I noticed right before they're coming over, so I'm literally like holding my shit down.
Oh
I'm
no.
holding my shit down. I'm hands on. I'm hands on. And they're hitting bumps and shit. Low key making it worse, right? Mind you, I am high as fuck, right? So, dude, I get up in there and fucking they start doing this shit, and I just let go. I fucking whatever. And they do the fucking oxygen mask or whatever, the nitrogen mask, and they do the whole countdown thing. I get to 7, I'm out. I get to 7. I count to 7, and that's the last thing I remember. Or not to 7. Counted down to 7.
Okay.
Counted down to 7.
You got, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was I was already high as fuck, like going in there, bro. I was on so much morphine in the span of 24 hours because it was well over 24 hours until like I actually got in there, which is insane. Like I slept through the night with a broken collarbone, and it was because I did that. That is when it almost popped through my skin.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, that shit was fucking insane. Fucking insane. But yeah, that was the most like interesting part of it for sure. Was that part. That was like the most vivid thing I remember of like the surgery experience.
Fair enough. I would remember that pretty vividly as well.
Yep. And then I woke up after I woke up the next day at like 10 o'clock.
So all in all, 48 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say I woke up almost from that point. I wouldn't say woke up, but from when I woke up that day, I woke up at almost the same time the next day after the surgery. Because apparently it was like a really long operation.
I mean,
they had to do all that shit. They had to go down there and get that piece out, which obviously you have to be pretty careful doing that. And then they replaced the whole collarbone, put in 2 plates, 16 screws. For just like a collarbone. That's some shit you hear for somebody's like leg.
Yeah.
Like, but that's for just my collarbone.
You fucked that thing up, bro.
Bad as fuck, dude. Bad as fuck. Bad as fuck. But yeah, that is the story of my fucking collarbone.
I don't know if I have any fucking injuries that compare to that. The only one I got is the ankle surgery. That is button on the bottom of my foot.
Right. That is literally my worst injury, but not my most painful.
I mean, fair enough. My ankle wasn't really that painful, to be honest. My most painful was when I broke my wrist because I fucking crashed my bike. I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but I don't remember. I'll just give a quick. I crashed my bike and went right over the handlebars, landed right on my wrist and fucking snapped that bitch. And then I fucking proceeded to ride around and hang out, go off-roading all day pretty much. And then by like 3-4 hours later, my wrist was like, oh, I can't like move my arm. Every bump makes my entire body hurt.
Yeah, this wasn't like crazy long ago, but it was a decent time ago.
I mean, that was probably
like what, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
6 years ago, something like that.
It
It was fucking first day of summer too. Literally got out of school. That's first day of summer.
Shit, that's
crashed my bike.
That's about how long ago I broke my fucking collarbone. It was about 5 years ago now.
Oh, then this would have been like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, so, I mean something like that. I would say
not 5. It would have been 4. It would have been like 22, something like that.
No, it was either 2020 or 2021. I can't remember. I think it was. I don't know, because I think I think it was my 17th birthday or my 16th birthday. Because it was it was literally 2 days before my birthday that it happened. It was either my 16th or 17th birthday.
Mohican was 17.
I think it was either that or 18.
No, not 18.
No,
it was 17.
It was 17.
Yeah. because we were both minors back when we did that.
Okay, yeah. So 16. It was my 16th. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was because I said my sweet 16th. I got a broken collarbone, or somebody said that to me, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I mean, solid birthday gift.
Yeah, but it was literally 2 days before my birthday, my stepmom's birthday. The stepmom who came and see me, it was her birthday when I did it.
Nice.
And I did not come and see her or was intending
I mean,
to.
you were busy.
I was not intending to see her on her birthday
you were
either.
busy. What do you mean?
But I
You were busy surfing cars.
yeah, surfing cars and breaking arms.
Collarbones.
Collarbones. Yeah. It was the only thing that rhymes. So.
Well, with that, this will be the end of episode 22. Oh, also, this is just before we get out of here, a quick fun fact. Oh, also, another thing before we get out of here. How are y'all doing? Oh, yes, there is a song dropping 3 days after this episode came out. I completely fucking forgot about that. We were busy talking about injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a breeze. Jacob Good Vibes, all platforms, this Friday after this episode comes out. But how are y'all doing? Let us know. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the podcast if you are not. Recommend us to a friend if you are enjoying what you hear. All these great stories that we tell and things that we talk about when they go on in the world, even though we try not to talk about that too much.
5 stars.
That as well. I need to upload episodes to Spotify. I haven't done that in a couple weeks, but that's okay. I'll get those on there.
They'll be up there when they're up there. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Go stream It's a Breeze this Friday. We love you guys. I'm Jacob.
I'm AJ.
DeadMen the whole world. We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.